This turkey is thick. Let's cook okra sauce, yo. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Don't do this at home. If you are new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are returning, welcome back. So happy to have you back. You are awesome. I appreciate you every time you come back to watch my videos. It means a lot. So today I am making okra sauce the Liberian way. We call it okra sauce because it's just like soup here, but for us we boil the okra and then we blend it, but in Liberia we pound it and it turns into a very nice yummy sauce. And that's what I'm attempting to do today. It's a long process. It will take me up to 2-3 hours to make this meal, this sauce. But when it's done, it's good, yummy. So if you know me and you've been following me, you'll know that I do not cook just one ingredient. Mix it up. That's what my mother taught me, so that's what I do. I mix it up. So today I'm going to be putting in my sauce some turkey wing, chicken, pig feet, some shrimp, fish, and what is chicken feet. Chicken feet. When we were growing up, that's what we always pray for. Like when our parents done cooking, or when we are cleaning the chicken, we pray for the chicken feet. That's what. Oh, pray for the chicken. For me, I used to like the neck and the chicken neck. I still do like it. I'm still not too much of a chicken feet fan, but I like it. I like to eat it. I don't like, not like it. My husband loves chicken feet. So when we cook in those days, our parents would give us the chicken feet. The chicken neck, the chicken gills. That's what our parents would give us. So chicken feet, not in the food for me. Oh my gosh, I have to go looking. So I'm gonna put some dry fish in here too. This is a whole week meal that I'm making. I try to cook once a week because it's really hard when I go to work in the morning and come back in the evening 7 o'clock for me to make anything. So I just cook this soup. We call it soup, and then we can eat it with rice. As you know, if you know me or been following me, you'll know that rice is our staple food in Liberia. We eat rice with everything. And so all our soup, as we call it, we make, it's mostly eaten with rice. this okra sauce that I'm making today, we're gonna eat it with both rice and fufu. Now, if you don't know what fufu is, go back to my videos. I have a video on there that I made on fufu, I think twice. So go on there and then you will know what fufu is and watch the video. You can even make it for your family. It's really good. It doesn't have to be eaten by only African. You can eat it. Anybody can eat it. It's really good. So today we're eating this one with fufu, and then maybe tomorrow we're gonna continue with rice. Go back to our roots. Rice it is. Right? So we are so bad with rice. Like everything has to be rice in Liberia. If it's not the rice, then maybe fufu or greater dumber. So during the war, we struggle because we're looking for rice. Yeah, we used to call it gold dust. It turned into gold dust. That's how the rice was so special. It became so special. We started to call it gold dust because, like, it was hard to find, and if you found it, it's so expensive. I remember the cup of rice was. Now we have our cup is different from the cup that we have here in America. In America here we have just a little cup here. But in Africa, I think maybe 2 or 3 of that cup, yeah, in Liberia, will be 1 cup of rice. And so 1 cup of rice became $60 US. So this is about a cup here, right? So 3 of this will be 1 cup of rice for us. In Liberia. Yeah, this is about a cup. This is half cup. So yeah, so this will be. I can't even find my cup. Yes, this is a cup. 3 of that is 1 cup to us. So 1 cup of rice in our measurement in Liberia was $60 USD. Now tell me, where do we get that money from? A ton of money to buy rice. So we were struggling because rice is the only thing we knew next to food. When you mention food, the first thing is rice. And so that was the only thing we knew growing up. So we struggled because I remember there was something we used to eat. It's not even, everybody knows that it's wheat. It's just the wheat, but we call it burger wheat. You're gonna learn a lot of vocabularies from me, guys. Just keep watching. Like, yeah, do it the Liberian way, say it the Liberian way, cook it the Liberian way. That's what I know. That's me right there in a nutshell. So yeah, we had a burger wheat, as we call it, there too, and it was cheaper than the rice. But most people didn't like it, especially for me. Oh my gosh, I did not like it. Never. A struggle. Only because I refused to eat burger wheat, which was cheaper. I remember my uncle's wife would go and get some burger wheat, and maybe she would buy like, I remember she would buy like 2 cups of burger wheat and then a cup of rice, or maybe half cup of rice. The rice was expensive, like I said, $60 US. So she would miss the burger wheat, and we were a lot, like we came for refuge. over there at my uncle house. And that era at that time, the war wasn't, that's, intense. And so we were there, and we were a lot. We were about, I can't even remember, maybe more than 20 people over there. And all families, all family. And that lady, she had to feed us all. Can you imagine 20 people eating 3 cups of rice? Now just think about it. Close your eyes and think about it. It's almost impossible. Oh my God, it's funny now, but then it wasn't, because we were starving. We were about to die from hunger. And people start to find other means instead of rice. People start to look to other things like the buckwheat and something the beer that they make and drink. The beer that people make and drink. Yes, we used to eat the seeds, the beer seeds. That was another means kind of rice too. And it was there, but it was hard to get too. Well, it was not as hard to get like the rice. So we had the beer seeds and we had the buckwheat to replace the rice. And I did not like either of them. I was so skinny. If the wind blow, like if you go like this, I would fall. That's how skinny I were, because I wasn't eating. And when my uncle's wife go, she will leave early in the morning, like around 5, and she will not come back until maybe 5 o'clock in the evening, because it's walking. It's like walking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 maybe miles until you find something to bring home to your family. If not, you just keep going. I remember one time she said she went and she just kept going. And well, after 6 in the evening, I mean, if it's getting dark, you want to be home around your family, because it was during the war, Safety come first. We all worry about her. And around 7:30, we saw her coming. Hey, with her when she coming, the only thing we're looking for is the plastic bag, plastic bag of something. As long as she has plastic bag in her hand, we are happy. Like, we're looking for that plastic bag before we even look at her. And so yeah, it was, this is my favorite part of the chicken, the neck. I like the neck. And when she came home, we were so excited. We were hungry. I mean, we were eating all day since morning, and it's after 7. And so when she came home, she came with that plastic bag in her hands, and we were so happy, like we're about to eat. Yay! And when she opened that bag, it was over for me, because it was all beer seeds. Beer seeds. I was not happy. We helped cook the food, the beer seeds. So the rice, a cup of rice with 2 cups of beer seeds for 20 people plus. I wasn't going to even eat some, so I wasn't even counting myself. Let's say 19 people. Now, how do you divide 3 cups of rice with 19 people? That's minus me now. It was hard. It was hard. But she did her best. She did her best. She made sure every day there was something that looks like food or edible to eat for everybody, even if it was a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons for every person. She did that, and we have to give her that. I am so grateful that she married to my husband, to my not my husband, my uncle. She married to my uncle. She's a good woman. We are still together. They've been together for as long as I can remember. Maybe longer than I've been alive, maybe. But yeah, it was really hard for me. And that's just some things I would not tolerate it. Like if I force myself, I remember once she went and got some buckwheat, and I was so hungry, and she told me, she said, Lean, my family called me Lean, just short for Linda. And she said, Lean, you have to eat something. You're gonna die from hunger. I don't want you to die from hunger. And then when your mom comes and everything over and she's asking me, where's my daughter? And I tell her she died because she refused to eat the buckwheat. So try to eat some. See if you like it. And I listened to her. Bad idea. Here in the morning when we wake up, we will find, like, you know, there was no sugar. There came a time there was no sugar, so, and then there were a lot of peppermint candy around. You can even pick it up from the ground. It was like a lot of them. You know, those stores and supermarkets was broke in, and they broke in there. Those rebels broke in and took those things, and some of them were just wasting all over. So the ones that were wasting on the ground, we took them and we eat them. Like if we get hungry, we just eat one peppermint candy and drink water. Thank God for water, because it did a lot of help. And so in the morning when we wake up, we will make some hot water. Now the reason why we always made the water boil, because we didn't have any good running water. The water we were drinking was all rusted zinc in the hole that was made by people that lived there at that certain time and left, and they just needed water, and it just made that hole. And you know, Liberia, we have a lot of water. We're surrounded by the ocean, if you ask me. Not surrounded by the ocean, but you know, very close to the coast. And so we have water everywhere. And so some of those wells, people die in the well, all kinds of stuff. And so we boil our water. Even the water that we took bath with, we boil. We had to boil it, because even by boiling it, it didn't help, but at least, you know, it didn't kill us all. But people were getting cholera, something we call cholera. I don't know if anybody know what that is, but it makes your tummy to just run until there is no fluid left in your system, and then you just die. That was what it was. The bullets were killing us, the rockets were killing us, and then we also had the cholera were killing us too, because we were drinking dirty water. So if you survived the war, you should be grateful. I know I am. So that's why we boil our water. If you were wondering why we boil our water, we boil it for that reason. And so when we wake up in the morning, we will go and get water